Welcome everyone to IGN Does D&D, a special game of Dungeons & Dragons celebrating IGN and the beloved franchises we cover, played by IGN staff. My name is Joshua Yehl, your Dungeon Master for today's one-shot session, and our players are none other than Ben Watts, Alex Stedman, and Akeem Lawanson. What's up, guys?
That's exciting.
We're all super excited. It's been a consensus. So now we're going to dive into a game of Dungeons & Dragons using a simplified version of the rules so that you at home can enjoy no matter your experience level. Now, players, are we ready?
I'm about as ready as I'm going to be.
I was born ready.
I wasn't born ready, but I'm ready now.
Oh.
Well, cool. Let's do it then. Okay, awesome.
He got there. He got there.
So to start, everyone at this table is the same as they appear in the game. Ben, Alex, and Akeem have finished up a hard day's work at IGN. They are excited to be done with work because they were invited to the world premiere of a new movie, Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. And no, this is not sponsored. Only in what must have been some sort of clerical error, their tickets were accidentally sent to the old IGN headquarters across town. And that's weird because that place has been abandoned for years. But you are undeterred. You'll hop in a rideshare to go pick up the tickets. You exit the car and arrive at the entrance to the 4-story brick building that IGN used to call home at number 7 Review Avenue. A lot of old memories come rushing back, covering big events like E3 and playing games together on your lunch break. You especially miss the way the place was decorated, with each of the 4 floors of the building made up to look like the world of a different game or movie IGN covers with various props and replicas. But you don't have time to reminisce. You have a movie to get to. You walk up to the entrance of the building, a pair of double glass doors. What do?
I knock politely.
Okay, actually, as you walk up to the door and you go to touch it, a polite knock. And actually, the door handle actually just unlocks. You hear a click, and it just opens seemingly by itself. What do?
Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready to go in.
Yeah, what if it's haunted?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an adventure. We got to get those tickets, though. Let's just go.
I do really want to see this movie.
Do we know anyone who's still from the office that would be in the building? Where are these tickets going to be?
Oh, yeah, what if they're just like on the floor somewhere?
I got to check the floor.
Okay, you guys go inside?
Yeah, we're going to go inside.
Okay.
I'm still at the entrance. I'm
Ben is
looking
on the
around.
floor. Everyone else is walking in. No, you all walk inside. The motion lights turn on. You're in the old IGN lobby. Everything's covered in dust. Looks like a lot of stuff was left behind when IGN moved offices. So there's boxes of random stuff. Leaning against the wall is a framed picture of the Per Schneider meme. And there's an old placard of the Beyond logo just laying on the floor. And there's an empty security check-in desk with a mail bin on it. And at the end of the room, there's an elevator.
Well, I know how important getting to these events are on time, so I'm just going to go straight for the mail bin.
Yeah.
Let's open it up and see what we uncover.
Okay, so yeah, you go through the mail bin, you dig around, but there's just like old magazine subscriptions and junk mail. No movie tickets. But as you're digging through, you hear the elevator ding behind you. You turn around and see the doors open and the lights in the room flicker. And a strange fog billows out and fills the room. And out of the elevator steps a robed figure. Now this guy looks like your standard, like classic evil wizard with tattered robes and a hood up so you can't see his face. But you do notice some unique features about him. So Akeem, give me a physical feature that you see when you look at this old wizard.
I see a very long, unkempt beard.
Okay, you can't see his face, but you do see a long, unkempt, gross beard coming out of the robe.
Flowers in it.
With flowers in it. Maybe he's kind of a hippie wizard? Not as evil as you might imagine, but still, odd. And then you can't see his face, but he has a pair of glowing eyes. What color are the eyes, Alex?
Oh, clear.
Clear? What color is clear?
You see right through the back of his head.
It's like translucent. Yeah, sure.
Translucent? Can I have a color, please? What would you do? Pick one.
We'll do white.
White,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I can make...
It's a nice foggy gray.
See his brain.
And then he's about to introduce himself. What is this evil wizard's name, Ben?
Cramp Tuckerson.
Oh, Cramp.
Cramp Tuckerson. Sounds like a villain in a Christmas special.
Yep, exactly. It's a...
Okay, so yeah, this wizard appears, a tattered robe with a long beard with flowers in it, and then gleaming white eyes, and he says, "Behold, I am Cramp Tuckerson, looking for these," and he holds up 3 tickets to the D&D world premiere.
Hey man, we need those. Give us our tickets.
You want these tickets?
Yes.
Well, if it isn't Alex Stedman, IGN senior news editor. Emphasis on senior, because you type so slow that anything you put up is already old news.
Oh, I'm not above beating up an old man. Come here. Come here.
Okay, no, whoa. Well, hold on right there. So I haven't gotten to Ben Watts, IGN's social producer. No, I don't see Jeffrey Vega anywhere. I guess you have to do something by yourself for once.
Wow.
Wow.
Honestly, that's a good day for me.
I did not expect you to take that in stride. Okay, Akeem, Akeem Lawanson, I'd insult you too, but actually, what is it you do again?
That's a good question. What is it that I do?
I start.
Are you
getting on my
asking? I thought that was a rhetorical question, Mr. Tuckerson.
It was, because it's very ambiguous to me what you even do.
I'm the person that's going to grab those tickets right out of your hands right now so you can get to that premiere.
If you want these tickets, and you want a way to get out of this building alive, and he snaps his fingers and a sheet of metal comes down, barring you inside the building, you're going to have to make it to the roof and bring me 3 objects of power from each floor on your way up. First a blade, then a hammer, and finally a crystal. But be careful, this place isn't like you left it. You might find it a bit more alive than before, but there's no reason to be afraid. If you're all going to the premiere, then you must love D&D, so it's time to play. And he laughs, and then he snaps his fingers again. Then all of a sudden, the fog that had filled the room starts to swirl as if a sudden wind had picked up, and it fills the room so you can no longer see or hear anything because the wind is roaring so loud. And then all of a sudden, it stops. And the fog has dissipated, and the air is still, and you see the wizard is gone. But also, you've all been transformed. Each of you has become your favorite D&D class and species. So I guess when the wizard said it was time to play D&D, he was not kidding around. So tell us now what you all look like, starting with Ben.
I am a blue dragon born with wonderful, pearly, grayish blue eyes with scales so symmetrical, I am gorgeous amongst my kin. I have a wonderful leather-bound vest with these tassels that just trace down the side. And everybody looks upon me with glory as I have a kind of like a spark that kind of trickles down across my scales.
A very modest character.
Yes, he is a math teacher.
And Alex?
See, I'm a human swashbuckler rogue, so it's like me, but piratey. And I have a really cool bandana and a lot of cool jewelry and a really fluffy blouse. You know how pirates wear the fluffy blouse where it goes up and a cool vest and then boots. You know, I'm not a dragon, but I think my outfit's pretty cool. And yeah, that's kind of what I look like now.
Yeah. I love that. Shiver me timbers. And Akeem.
Yes, I'm your friendly neighborhood gnome. I am a ranger of sorts. Very stealthy in my techniques of getting around. I skitter around, kind of like you would expect a gnome to do. Not like your garden gnome. They just protect flowers. I protect the common man. I also have a belt buckle about the size of my head and golden shoes. That's how I'm able to get around so quickly without anyone even knowing.
So you're saying the gold makes you more dexterous?
Yes, absolutely. And it's very gaudy, So when I go to the local pub, everyone's like, look at that man's shoes. They're amazing.
Well, you know what they say, money is fleeting.
Exactly. I made these shoes myself, though.
Really? Yeah. Solid gold.
Absolutely.
Don't make a sound.
I might steal those.
As agile as a gnome in solid gold shoes.
And you all each have a new name. What is your name now, Ben?
Well, with the energy trickling, I thought it must be appropriate. I am Benergy Watts.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And I'm Alex Stedman, because if you mess with me, guess what you are?
Alex.
I think she meant a dead man.
I mean, that was close, and I appreciate the guess. But you're a dead man. Yeah.
And then Akeem.
Well, I am Akeem the Gallant Lawbreaker, breaking all types of laws of physics, laws of man. So that's why these golden shoes I'm able to get around so stealthily with them, because, I break all the laws of physics. Ben.
Does it happen the other way? So like a linen would be like really heavy?
It would be, yeah. That's why I don't have
I
a
just want to double check.
Okay. And so with our cast, our party assembled. I'm just gonna say everyone is ready for adventure, and you pile in to the elevator, which is now opened. It automatically goes up to the next floor, and the door is open. And you step out, and you see that you're outside, and you're in a dimly lit forest with tall trees. Also, you now have your wonderful costumes and props on, which I love.
Oh,
that
wow.
probably should have happened before. It's happening now.
Wow, there we go.
Yeah.
That's better.
Really makes a difference.
Not quite a dragon element, but it'll do it.
You look very dashing.
Thank
I
you.
always wanted one of these.
Uh-huh. And
You
now
should
got
keep it, I think. Yeah.
Well, with that glue, it's never coming off.
No.
So you are in a dimly lit forest with tall trees. One tree in particular is massive, 3 stories tall, with what looks like a giant face carved into it. Right ahead of you is a large stone platform in the shape of a triangle, and at the center is a triangular pedestal with a sword hilt sticking out of it. And the hilt is blue with a winged crossguard, and there's dirt and moss covering everything else, but the sword itself is somehow shiny and pristine. What do you do?
I know. I want to pull that sword. That's mine.
You're gonna go for it?
I want to go for it.
You just go right for the sword.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a legend about this place. I feel like there is a
You're
lot
going to stop
do.
me from getting that sword? Because that looks like a sick sword, and I want to
Look,
swing it around.
with that attitude, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, so you step on the pedestal, and you want to try pulling out the sword? Mm-hmm. Okay, you go and you grab the sword, but it's immediately when you touch it, you start to feel weak, and you get the sense that if you keep holding on, that it's going to start stealing like your life force, like your HP is going to come out. So I'm going to say that you take your hand off for a second to rethink this.
Guys, I may have, been a little hasty. We shouldn't probably go around touching these things, even if they look really cool. But don't touch that, it hurts.
Ow!
I can imagine. I mean, look at the size of that tree. I mean, it's very high. There's got to be some rules to this place.
And then, as if prompted by Akeem the Gallant Lawbreaker, you hear the trees rustling, the branches of that giant tree rustling, and sort of a yawning of the bark as it starts to move, and the face starts to articulate, and it goes, did I doze off again? No. Oh, and he looks down and says, oh, who do we have here? I was expecting a little fellow in green, but who am I to say what a hero must look like? But where are my manners? I am the great Deku Tree. Who are you?
I am Benergy. I'm probably the hero that you're looking for. What are you looking for in a hero currently?
Someone who can lift this ancient sword.
Got it. Stand back.
Okay.
I step up to the sword. I also grab it,
Okay.
giving it a big old tug.
A horrible jolt of pain, similar to what Alex felt, goes through your body. And again, you start to feel that were you to keep pulling it, it would start to drain your HP.
All right, fair enough.
See, I knew it wasn't just me. It's the sword. It's not me.
You were right.
Yeah.
That was a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, the tree goes on and goes, well, before you is an ancient weapon created by an ancient goddess, the sword that can vanquish evil. Gerudo warlords, evil wizards, fearsome dragons, you get the idea. But before you take it, I must warn you, the sword will test anyone who would dare pull it out, as you've already seen. It will test to see if you have 100 times the heart and power of a true hero. Only someone who knows how to wield a sword may pull it out, but if you are not worthy, you may very well lose your life where you stand. So says the great Deku Tree.
Wow, that
was
huge
pretty...
hit to my ego there,
Yeah.
honestly.
I mean, I wield a dagger. So I might have a better chance. And also, I gotta ask this tree, this face tree. Do you know the name?
Deku tree.
Yes,
and
the great
if I may, I say great in terms of my size and scale. I'm not calling myself great. That's for other people to decide. But you have to admit, a talking tree that gives advice that is pretty great.
It is pretty great.
No.
I gotta ask you though, do you know the name of this hero that you are looking for?
I do not. It was foretold by the sages that a hero in green would eventually come, pull it out. But that's the way the legends speak is not always what comes to pass. Perhaps there's a sword wielder among you who could pull the blade out.
You know, is it just me, or do you think he's talking about Link? Like, I know Tears of the Kingdom footage just came out.
100%.
Yeah.
We know this hero
We
you're
know,
talking
yeah.
about. He's really good friends of us.
Do you think maybe you could go get him and then he could save Hyrule?
So the thing is, he talked to us. He said, "Hey, I'm very busy right now." So
The kingdom is crying.
Oh, sure.
he sent us three to pull the sword together as a team at the same time.
All right, I'll do it by myself again. Or we can follow Akeem's instruction.
No, I smell what you're cooking. Let's do this.
Cooking right now.
A regular Dwayne The Rock Johnson over there. All right.
That's what pirates
All right. All three of us. Are we ready to give it a pull?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I place my left hand upon the hilt.
I'm gonna go righty.
And I'm going to double it up.
2 hands.
Yes.
2 gnome hands the size of 1 regular hand. So
Yes.
equal purchase all on the sword. Yes, you all start to feel the similar draining, weakening feeling. And what's actually happening is the sword is draining. It wants to drain 100 HP from the 3 of you in order to take it out. How much would you each like to?
I'm willing to give at least like 5.
You know, I'm gonna come to the table with 10. That's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna stay with 5?
I think 5's a good number.
You know
You're
what?
serious about the
What are you
5?
thinking
You know,
over there?
You're serious about the 5?
Because if you're only gonna do 5, I'm only gonna do 5. I was hoping you would like see my valor and maybe reconsider.
All right, I got this. You all are gonna give 5 each?
Yeah.
How much
All
are you
right.
gonna give?
I'll see your 5 each, and I'll toss in 90. Yeah, let's do that. I can survive, with
I believe it.
He
is a lawbreaker after all.
Now I
Yes.
feel bad. Now I'm gonna do 15. Because you're a little guy, No offense.
Great. So if you're doing 15, I don't have to do any, and then you have to do less. So that works.
No.
All right, how about this? I will give, because this was my
Stand
idea.
up for yourself.
I'll
It was your
give
idea.
70% of my life for us to pull this out.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, Akeem, you have only 70 hit points.
See, I did not know that.
So
That changes the game
70
entirely.
50 is when
You were
you're
trying to
pledging-
give 90.
You're pledging 50 to the cause there, Akeem?
Let's go with 40.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, 40.
Great.
You really inspired me. So you're gonna give 40. You know what? I'm gonna give 30.
Okay. And then we need 30 more. Is that coming from you, Ben?
I guess we're not going to be able to pull this down.
No, we're not. I'm staying hard at 30.
All right, fine. I'll give 32, I guess.
Okay, so here's what happens. You all feel the sword like draining your life force. Akeem and Banerjee really starts to hurt. And as you lose 30 and then you lose 40, your hands fall away from the sword. Alex, you continue to hold. You are the sword wielder from the group. And you deliver the remaining HP and then lift above your head as it comes out of the sword, the Master Sword. Yeah. So lift above your head. Wait, it comes from the pedestal. Okay, come out of the pedestal. The sword comes out of the pedestal. Now you have it in your hand. How about that?
See, I told you guys I was supposed to have the sword. I was right from the beginning,
And then the Master Sword imbues you with its power, and you actually are refilled to max health, although your friends are not.
Okay, now I really feel bad. Like, you know what? I'll take the next one, maybe. You know?
I appreciate that.
My mustache is fading.
Oh,
Honestly, I hope this movie premiere is worth it.
I did really want to see the movie, so
Okay,
you know.
that's fair.
Yeah. I like Chris Pine.
The Great Deku.
Chris Pine, is that the name of the tree?
That is my cousin. You know him too? He says, you are a worthy hero indeed. Use it well. Alex Stedman.
I
don't think you told me your name, but I
No,
can feel
you
it.
knew it. You're all
I
going.
knew it in my open
He's a great
heart.
trait.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to sleep. Okay, and so just then you hear a ding behind you, and you see the elevator doors opening up on the side of a large tree, magically, ready to move you on to the next part of your quest.
I'm ready. Now, slowly, I stumble as if drunk into the elevator. I hit all of the buttons.
You know, after grabbing the sword so hastily, should we maybe like take our time? You know, screw it. Let's go on the elevator.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use my dagger as like a crutch here. I find my way to the elevator, and I join the team.
I love it. So you all pile into the elevator, and then again, without pushing any buttons, it goes up to the next floor.
I like it.
You appear to be in what looks like a really fancy broom closet. It's like the nicest broom closet you've ever seen. The walls are made of fine metal, and the brooms and cleaning supplies are beautifully crafted and look like they're worth a fortune. And there's only one way out, a door right ahead of you.
Well, I'm still feeling kind of weak, so I'm gonna need to take a health potion if you don't mind.
Yeah, you do your thing.
All right?
Sure.
I'm gonna bump myself back up. Here, we're here.
So yeah, you drink a health potion, restore 20 HP.
I walk out into the closet. I take a hold of one of the items. A broom, an ornate broom. Feels smooth. Smoother than any broom I've held. I just start cleaning.
Okay. It's like a very tiny space. You're like,
Well, then I clean very quickly.
you're mopping over your friends' feet and stuff, and
I just keep walking back and forth, so you have to keep cleaning it up.
trudging in mud from the forest.
Back into the elevator. There we go.
I wanna take a look around, see if there's any cool trinkets in this little closet.
Sure. Well, it's very fancy. You don't find anything you'd want to take with you. There is lots
Yeah.
of fancy stuff, but you do find sort of stashed in a little knapsack, tucked away in the back, a flask of Asgardian ale.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh, guys, I think this is gonna get us wasted if we really want to derail this whole night.
I mean, I'm down after, but I gotta take a couple of potions, though.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I
Full
took
health.
my job
Did
at
you
IGN.
want to take your potion as well, or are you holding off?
I want to take. I just took two. I want to take two of my potions
Okay.
and bump myself back up to full health.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go for it. So yeah.
You did it. You're done.
Yeah. There we go.
Shots.
Now, as it pertains to this flask of Asgardian ale, this broom closet, I'm curious. Are we in the world of Ragnarok?
You asking me?
You know,
I'm asking my buds here.
I'm not gonna lie. My shame is that I've never played that game, so I would not know.
Well, I think one of us needs to try that flask of Asgardian ale to see what will happen.
I'll do it. Wait, do I know what it? Sorry, do I know what it does?
You know, I mean, you let's say you open the top and
Yeah.
get a whiff, and you know your bottled liquors, and this is stronger than anything you've ever smelled before. But you do know it to be drinking alcohol. It looks like someone had stashed it away, for a little, pick me up between their shift or something. But yeah, you have a really strong, potent alcoholic beverage in your hands.
You know what? This is better than any alcohol I've held in my hand. I feel like if I drink it in a broom closet, like that kind of seems like a waste. Even if this is Ragnarok, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, does anyone else want to sit?
I mean, let me also remind, I know this is an old IGN office, but technically this is a work trip. So just keep that in mind when consuming any alcohol, please.
You know what? I'm gonna save this for when
The
we
after
get,
party.
Yeah,
after
the after
hours.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
Can I try to open the door outside the closet?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure. So you go, you turn the knob and it opens. You're not locked in or anything. As you open the door just a little bit, you hear voices speaking, and you can see through the cracked door 3 figures walking past the broom closet, from left to right. And there's a man with an eye patch and a gray beard, and 2 little boys, one with blonde hair and one with black hair. And they're dressed in fine garments. And you catch a little bit of their conversation. And the old man is saying, "Now that you've seen my trophy room and the many great weapons it contains, you know what you will inherit when one of you becomes king of Asgard. But a good king does not seek to use weapons. They seek to safeguard them so they may not be used." And then the little blonde boy pipes up and says, "But father, I want to use Mjolnir." And then the little boy with black hair looks like he's about to say something. Then he stops in his tracks and he turns back and looks in the direction of the broom closet. Then the old man says, "Loki, come along now, it's time for supper." And Loki, he squints in your direction, but then he listens to his father, and then all of them disappear around the corner far off to the right. What do you do?
Okay, can I admit something? When you said Ragnarok, I thought you were talking about God of War, and I was really confused why there would be a broom closet in that game. But I definitely know this one. I know these people. That's Loki and Thor.
From Marvel Studios.
From Marvel Studios own.
I mean, that's who they're based on, yeah. So, yeah, let's just go with that.
You're right, that is Anthony Hopkins.
You can tell by the great impression. So what do you want to do?
Well, we're looking for a hammer. And since they've already left the room, let's go see if we can pick up Thor's hammer.
You know, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're worthy enough for it, but let's see.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
All right, okay.
Got him.
All right. All right, so we want to make our way to the left
Yes.
of the room towards the hammer now.
Okay, so you exit the broom closet, and then you go to the left, and there's a sort of a sharp turn around the corner. I'll say you don't immediately cross it. You maybe just look to see what's over there before you cross over, and you see a single guard in golden armor and holding a pretty sharp-looking spear in his hands. And then all of a sudden, behind you, you hear, "I thought I sensed something unusual." And you turn around and you see little Loki standing behind you. And he says, "I am Loki of Asgard, and you seem to be burdened with glorious purpose. What are you doing here?"
Hey, what's up, Loki? How you doing, buddy? So, we're just here trying to, get some tickets to a thing. It's a very special event, but we're gonna need that hammer, that Mjolnir. What do you know about Mjolnir?
You seek the enchanted hammer inside my father's trophy room. You seek to rob from Asgard.
No. It's not called robbery. It's called borrowing.
Oh,
We just need to borrow it for a couple of minutes.
I will say this, my oaf of a brother is obsessed with that hammer. It wants it nothing more. So if you were to make off with it, I wouldn't mind that one bit. Yes, you're gonna need some help to get in there though. Your savior is here.
We're gonna need to keep this low key, so can you get us in?
I like you. You have a way with words.
Thank you. I'll do my best.
Well, from what I've gathered, there are 2 ways inside, but neither can involve harming the guard, because if he becomes incapacitated in any way, my father will be magically alerted and summon the destroyer to murder everyone in sight. And we wouldn't want that now, would we?
Hippos.
Yeah, that's true.
So the first way would be to trick the guard to letting you in, and I could use my illusion magic to help you somehow. And the other way involves a secret passageway that I found, but it's booby-trapped, so you'd have to figure out how to get past it yourselves. What do you think?
Secret passage.
You know what? Yeah, secret passage. Yeah.
I'm 100% down. I'm very stealthy, so I can do this. I don't know about you two, though, but
Wonderful.
If we're all for it, let's do it.
Akeem is going to do it on his own.
Well, I guess you two are coming along to watch because we're not splitting the party. So Loki says, "Very well then, right this way." And then he turns and leads you back down the way you came, and down several identical-looking hallways, up some stairs, down some stairs, and then he stops at a seemingly normal wall, just like all the others you passed, and he presses it with his palm, and it gives way to a secret passage. You all enter inside and go down a narrow tunnel that snakes around this way and that way until you reach a wooden door. And Loki stops and says, "On the other side of this door is the hallway with a trap. Once you deal with the trap and make it to the other side, you'll be directly underneath the trophy room, where you'll be able to get in through a loose floor panel. I've got to return to supper before Father notices the illusion I left behind isn't me, and I'll get in trouble again. But best of luck, and try not to die." And then he leaves back the way he came.
Goodbye, young Tom Hiddleston.
It's adorable.
All right. Well, we're going to have to get through this booby trap. What can we tell about the trap? We haven't even entered that part.
You
yet.
have not.
All right.
You want to go inside?
Yes.
You know, I'd like to. Can I see anything that would maybe trigger the trap or anything like that?
You want to check out the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
19.
So yeah, you look at the door. Yeah, you're a pirate. You know a thing or two about a booby trap, or would it be like a booty trap? I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Both good traps.
And you look at the door and you sort of investigate the handle, and it's completely safe to open.
All right, it's safe. Let's move ahead, boys.
Okay, you open the door. You go in. Nothing bad happens. You enter into a room, a stone room, and directly ahead of you is a very plain-looking door with a knob. There's no keyhole. And then to the left, there is a rack of 6 different metal helmets. There's 2 bronze ones, 2 silver ones, and 2 gold ones. What do you do?
You know what just occurred to me? This feels like the entrance for what you would do a normal entrance. This is the secret entrance.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Usually that one's unbooby trapped.
Yeah, I mean.
The secret is the trap.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
Thank you.
Very smart.
I'll try.
No, this is clearly a puzzle that we need to solve, though.
What do you think is going to happen if we, take one of the helmets?
Only one way to find out.
But which one do we take?
Well, I mean, gold seems kind of obvious, right? Maybe too obvious?
But that would match his shoes.
That's so true. That would look really good.
Yeah, that's a good point. So all right, so this is what I want to do. I'm not a tall gnome, but I want to.
Not one of those tall basketball gnomes.
Yes, I want to. I don't know if I'm tall enough to reach for one of these helmets. How far up are these helmets?
I'd say they're about, there's a rack of 6, 3 and 3, so there's about 3 feet up, and then on top of that, maybe 6 feet up.
You said 3 feet. You had me at 3 feet.
No,
All right, I'm gonna have to use my rope, my grappling hook to try to grab one of these bad boys.
I was gonna help you, but this is way more entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I want to try to grab all 3 of the gold ones at the same time. Is it 3 gold?
gold ones.
2 gold ones. I want to grab 2 at the same time with my grappling hook.
Okay.
And then bring them down to me.
Sure. Okay, so Akeem, give me an athletics check. Roll your d20.
All right. 2.
A 2 plus your athletics bonus, which is plus 5.
7.
7.
Could be worse.
What does it look like as you try to throw?
All right. So I twirl it around about 6 times. And everything is in slow motion as I toss it up, and then the grappling hook wraps around both of the gold helmets, and then I yank them down.
Okay, so you try to do that, but you only rolled a 7, which is quite poor.
All right.
And then you pull it off, and just like the end of the grappling hook breaks off, and nothing comes off the shelf. You just get your rope back, and the grappling hook's stuck up there now.
Wonderful. I got a rope now, guys.
I walk over and I pick his grappling hook up. And I'm like, well, that was fun to watch.
It looked really cool.
Toss it back to him.
Okay, now what would you like to do?
You know what? Why don't you wanted to grab the helmet, right? Why don't I just give you a little boost?
A boost?
What if I just pick up your little gnome self and you can grab it that way? Or is that?
I haven't been lifted since I was a baby.
Let's try it.
I don't know if that's possible.
I grab him.
Are you okay with this?
I mean, I think I do. Are you strong enough to pick me up? I got gold boots on.
I don't know that I am. Oh no, I
That's the
only
thing.
have a +1 to strength, so I might not be.
It really hurts your back, but you do lift him up into the air.
I use my legs. I lift with my legs.
Yeah.
You have the proper technique.
I love how the largest of the three of you is just chilling. Just
Honestly, I'm capturing all this for IGN social content. You can see this whole endeavor play out on our TikTok.
Okay, so which of the helmets do you want to grab now that you're in the air?
Well, you already know it's going to be the one on the right.
Okay, well, so there's 2 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze.
The golden one on the right, yeah.
Okay, so there's 2 gold helmets. One has a big spike on the top of it, and one has 2 horns and then wings on the side. Which one do you want to grab?
Whichever one is on the right. The right one has got to be the right choice out of these two.
The right one's got to be the right choice.
Yes.
Okay, that's the one with the spike on it.
Oh, crap.
You want that one?
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I mean, I'm just thinking about every single God of War game I've ever played. We are in the God of War world, right?
We are in
Aren't
Marvel
we?
Studios' Thor movie featuring 0 Kratoses.
To be fair, there's a lot of crossover.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah.
I thought that was that wasn't Atreus that we just saw, the little kid that just helped us here?
I mean, I'm not going to spoil the first God of War movie for everyone.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Spoilers.
Spoiler for you
I
just
haven't
now.
seen it yet.
Oh crap! Did I just spoil?
No, you're good. You're good.
All right. So I'm gonna take the spiky one.
Okay.
Lift it up. Am I strong enough for this, by the way?
Yeah. If you can lift those shoes, you can lift this helmet.
Okay, I'm just dragging them actually. But yeah. All right. So I lift the helmet off,
Okay. Yeah, you now have the spiked helmet.
Yes.
And made of gold.
and I decide to put it on.
Yeah, it's a little big for you, but yeah, you put it on and you've got the spiked helmet on your head.
And now, because there's a door in front of us, since it has a bunch of spikes on it, here's my plan, guys.
I'm listening.
I'm gonna run full speed towards this door to break it down with this helmet. This is a gold helmet, keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right, let me get this one. Ready?
Do you want some booze before you do that?
You know what?
Yeah, like a quick swig, you know?
I mean, will that help?
I don't think he needs it.
I feel like that just might add to the situation, yes.
I will say it would give you disadvantage on any sort of skill checks.
Oh wait, no, not the. Sorry, that's a rule lawyer.
Oh, what is it?
His first swig heals 30 HP. Subsequent swigs heal 20 HP and make you drunk. So it's not until the second swig that you get drunk.
Yes.
I'm currently at full health. Like, I'm feeling
okay.
fit as a fiddle right now.
All
You
right.
just want to take some for flavor? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to, will that increase my
Let's
health?
not waste the potential.
You know what? We should save this for a special occasion.
You just try to get him drunk.
Yeah, I just thought
I
it'd be
already
funny.
know this is gonna.
Jackass skit. And I'm like, yeah.
I already know this is gonna end horribly. This is just a learning exercise.
Okay, Akeem, what are you gonna do?
All right, so I want to see if one of my abilities can teleport me inside of the room.
Oh.
And I have an ability called the Misty Step that I want to use. And I want to see if it'll teleport me inside of this room.
To get on the other side of the door?
Yes.
Okay, so Misty Step, you need to be able to see where you're going.
Okay,
So you wouldn't be able to go to the other side.
Will this allow me to teleport in the air to see what's in the other side of the room?
No, it's just like a door, and you got a wall. Like there's no, There's no
Okay.
way to see beyond the door.
So there's no way to see beyond the door. All right.
Do you want to ram the door? Like that's where you were going.
I mean, I kind of want to see if that's the way to get in.
Sure.
I'm
Go
all
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After a running start.
Yeah.
Give me another athletics check.
All right.
Guys, I gotta say, we're really using our heads here.
What was that one?
Is it 6?
Yeah, it's 6.
Yeah.
6 plus your bonus of 5. Is it 11? Yeah, you you run
Yabba dabba doo!
head first into the door, and then the spiked helmet just sticks into the door, and nothing happens. you come away from it with a bit of a headache, but it comes off and the helmet is still stuck at the door.
What was the point of that?
You know,
Did that work?
no, and I think maybe that wasn't the right helmet. So I'm gonna.
It was the one on the right. What do you mean? It was the right
So
helmet.
it was the right helmet.
Yeah.
It's interesting that we have two helmets of different make. Maybe two of us need to be wearing the same. Maybe we need two people wearing gold or two people wearing silver. Maybe that will change something. Let's go check it. Let's check out the silver ones.
Okay.
He's gonna recover from his headache.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna pull off one of the silver ones. I'm gonna put it on.
Well, there's two silver ones. One is designed like there's sort of like a snake, and the other has sort of like a fist coming off the top.
Oh. Those both sound really cool. Those
yep.
look really cool.
I'm gonna try the fist one.
I think the fist suits you. I'm gonna
Thank
choose
you.
the snake. Yeah.
You take off your current helmet, and so you're putting on the fist helmet. Okay, and you said you're choosing the snake one?
Yeah.
And you want to put the snake one on?
Yeah.
Okay, you're wearing these two silver helmets.
Do we get any sense of anything changing, or they're just wearing a couple
You're
of
just
helmets?
wearing a couple helmets, yeah.
We look cool though,
You
right?
look so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take a selfie. What do the remaining helmets look like?
There's the remaining one gold helmet, which has two horns and then wings on the sides. There's a bronze one, sort of shaped like the mouth of a rat, sort of. And then the other bronze one, it's kind of like Saturn with like a ring around the top.
Oh. Do any of these helmets go together in their pattern?
Well, snakes eat rats, and that one kind of looks like a rat.
Interesting. So if he puts on the rat one and you're saying that then you just eat him.
Yeah, I don't
the
think that
door will
helps
open.
us.
But the door might open, I'm just saying, it's
Yeah,
magic.
that's true. I really want to see this movie.
What does this door look like? I'm kind of curious. What does the door look like?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
All right.
All right.
Your roll's been going really well.
All right, which one of these?
Roll the d20,
Gotcha.
and we're gonna add. You don't have a bonus, so you're just gonna do whatever number you roll.
20.
A nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so your vision's a little hazy because your bell's been rung a little bit, but you kind of like, you walk up, but it's also offering you sort of a sense of clarity as you look at the door. The knob is made of gold. And then there's a little inscription written in the knob. I guess it should be in some sort of Asgardian tongue, but it's in English for the sake of brevity, getting through this. It says, "All hail the king."
All hail the king. Do you think the color of the knob may correspond with the color of the helmet?
Wait, what's the color of the knob again?
It's
Gold.
Oh, yeah. And what if, like, we use the fancy looking helmet, and that might be the king helmet?
Because it has wings.
Right.
Yes. Is that the one that's gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, and not sticking out of the door currently.
I don't think that's the winner.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
going to grab the gold one. I'm going to put that on.
Yes.
I'm going to walk over to the door. I'm going to grab the knob. Turning it.
And it opens.
I told you I knew how this worked. And then I close the door behind me before they can follow.
And you guys are stuck. No, so you all come through.
They quickly sneak in. Okay, good.
Real quick, if you had actually tried the knob while wearing the wrong helmet, it would have released these traps. But you, bizarrely, in a really weird way, avoided that.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. I didn't.
Spikes would have caused spikes to come out and everything.
Yeah,
But
see?
Good thing. Thank goodness for you, Akeem.
I didn't even know
Thank
the
you
door
for
had a
using your
knob.
head again. I appreciate
So I
it.
decided to look at the door.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so y'all go into this next little passage, and like Loki said, he was telling the truth. There's sort of like a grate above you, and you move it, and you're able to climb up into the trophy room. And there are several pedestals, each with a different powerful artifact: a glowing blue cube, a mystical flame, a strange glowing eyeball. But what you're looking for is the pedestal with the magic hammer Mjolnir, and you walk right up to it. Who's gonna try to pick it up?
All right. Well, I'm thinking this is a similar scenario to that whole like Legend of Zelda sword that we grabbed last
Yeah.
time. So I'm thinking if we're gonna be worthy of Thor's hammer, we're gonna have to grab it together.
I mean, it worked last time. If it ain't broke,
Yeah. Hopefully it's not broken. What do you say, Ben?
That's true, but if we grab it all together, if one of us is worthy, we're all going to lift it, and then if somebody is who takes it solo isn't worthy, it's going to crush them to death when...
Just don't let it go ever.
I think we need to take turns. I think we need to determine who the best among
I feel
us
like you're
is.
just saying that because you want to go first and you want to have it all to yourself.
You are wearing the golden helmet, so
That's true.
you opened the door, so
I
if
mean,
you
I
want
guess,
to go,
I'm glad we all agree that I am the worthy one.
we'll let the hammer
You know.
decide.
Instead, I pick up the blue cube and I transport us to the premiere.
You know, it's funny. It's actually the I don't know the name of it, but it's the endless cask of winters or whatever that turns things to ice, which is also a blue cube, much like the Tesseract, which is not evolved at this point. At this point in the timeline, you know, that hasn't happened.
That hasn't yet.
Yeah.
That's fair.
True, they're babies.
All right. So I step up. Wait, let me just check if there are any more traps in and around Mjolnir.
There do not appear to be now. You're fine.
Great. I will grab the hilt and go to lift it.
Okay. Well, you know, so also, again, where we are at this point in the timeline, the hammer has not been enchanted yet by Odin to only be picked up by who is worthy enough to be Thor. But it does seem to have an enchantment on it by Odin to only be lifted by someone who is pure of heart and has a code of honor. And this code must be 4 lines long, and it must rhyme. What is your code of honor that is 4 lines long and rhymes that lets you lift the hammer?
I obviously have to speak it to the hammer. Yes. And we'll be right back after these messages. All right. Code of honor. Oh, God. And it has to rhyme.
And it's 4 lines.
4 lines. As I'm thinking of I'm like going 4 words.
The first line actually comes to you naturally, which is, if I am a hero to be.
Is it you're just helping me at this point? Right. If I am a hero to be, then the people I must set free. It's not bold to be brave. It is those that you save.
And then sort of like a jolt of electricity goes for the hammer up to your arm, and you're able to lift Mjolnir up into the air. And now you have Mjolnir.
Aw.
Oh, it's really cool. It took you a long time to get that, though.
Yeah, like, it was really nice when it happened, but like it took a little while.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it was a
naturally
little
write
bit.
rhymes. I could have picked that up, too.
I felt like I could have maybe got that a little quicker as well.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't, so here we are.
Hey, good for you.
And then you hear a ding behind you, and
And the guard rushes
the wall
in.
behind you that didn't go anywhere now opens up the 2 elevator doors again, beckoning you to the next floor.
Come on, guys. We got to get to that premiere, right?
Yep, let's do
I'm
it.
down. Yeah, let's continue. I mean, I don't have like a fancy hammer, but
You got those shoes, though.
The way I'm thinking, this next door might lead to your thing.
I don't know why you would think that.
I take Mjolnir and I fly into the elevator.
Okay, Ben beats you all there first. You all follow and you go into the elevator. Once again, it automatically goes up. The doors open again, and you walk out into what appears to be an ancient temple of some sort. There are walls of stone corridors ahead of you with carvings in the walls and vegetation growing through the cracks and broken statues every now and then. And these corridors seem to twist and turn like a maze. And not too far off in the distance, you can see the top of a pyramid-like structure where a glowing green crystal is floating in the air. Ooh. What do you do?
Ooh. I want to see if I can, again, spot any traps.
Spot any traps?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Well, actually, this is probably a more closer look around. Give me an investigation roll.
All right. That's too bad, because my perception is higher. Ooh, that's a 4 on the die, so 7.
Yeah, you look around. Yeah, this is like an ancient temple of some sort. And everything just seems fine. Like, you kind of gingerly test a couple, like, stones to see if there are pressure plates or see if there's any tripwires. You don't see anything. The coast is clear.
Everything looks great, guys. Normal little cave we find ourselves in. Everything's great.
Wonderful. I use Mjolnir to fly past right through.
Can we jump on your back?
Oh, yeah.
Get on, guys.
It's back now.
I conveniently actually left off the part where you could fly with it. Sorry.
So you tried and you fall to the ground.
He just
Lying on the
jumps.
ground. But still, just make believe. All right, so I exit the elevator with Mjolnir, and I begin walking towards the floating crystal.
I do as well.
Okay, all three of you go, and you actually you do trigger a pressure plate, and the sort of one of the stones in the floor gives all of a sudden, and a massive spiked ball swings down ahead of you, right towards you. What do you do?
Well, I think
I'm sorry. Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you get hit by this thing. What do you do? I die.
12.
That's with your bonus, if you have a bonus.
I got an unnatural 20.
Ooh.
7.
Okay, this thing is gonna hit Benergy and Akeem. And Alex, you completely dodge it. So what does it actually look like when you dodge it, but then it hits?
I'm just like, I just say, sorry guys, I didn't investigate this very well, and then I just kind of like very casually sidestep and
This is my fault.
try not to make a big show out of it, you know.
And then the ball, I'm so sorry, comes in and smashes into both Benergy and Akeem, doing 3d6 bludgeoning damage, which is gonna be that is 12 bludgeoning damage, and you all get knocked onto your butts as this thing goes by. But it keeps going and smashes into a pillar, and something golden flies out and just clangs to the ground.
I'm looking at those things that are on the ground, and if there's anyone that knows gold, it would be me. Those look like rings.
Yeah, there's one power ring that you're able to pick up and add to your inventory.
Well, I'll be a hedgehog's uncle. This looks like I think we're in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe.
Because I thought it was Indiana Jones. That's on me.
I mean, hey.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
You see big,
Right.
massive balls and rings.
I would just be careful. We don't want to run into any Sonics, because he may mistake you for his arch nemesis.
What? How dare you? Get a load of this.
Well, but guys, I mean, this premiere, it's coming up. We gotta go fast.
I think we've missed it at this point. I'm in it just for the adventure.
Well, I'm gonna move forward then. Since I didn't get hit.
We're still gumming
Yeah,
too.
I feel great.
You brush yourselves off, you get up, and you all continue down. So you go a little cautiously this time, making sure not to trigger any more pressure plates. You know how those work now. You turn the corner, and then you see a figure up ahead. It's a small yellow fox person with two tails, but one of the tails is caught under a fallen boulder, and he's tugging on his tail, trying to set it free, but it's no use.
We gotta help Tails. I love Tails. He's so cute.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have to help him.
Voice. Sorry.
Hey, yo, what's up, Miles? Do you need help?
And then he's tugging on his tail, and he turns and he's like, oh, Robotnik. Oh, wait, huh? What? Are you related to Robotnik?
No. No, I just,
Really? The resemblance?
I admire his facial hair.
I can see that. The resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah.
But you're not as tall as him.
Can we help you, by the way? I mean, you look like you're in distress.
Sorry, I thought you were one of Robotnik's goons or something.
No, we're here to help. We're only here to help.
You're all here to help?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, if you could really help me, if you could help me move this boulder, it crushed one of my tails.
Oh, I got you. I'm gonna grab one of my flame arrows and try to help. No. I'm gonna shoot.
No.
I'm a tiny man. That's like a massive thing.
But you're also a lawbreaker, right? You can break the laws of gravity.
Oh yeah, look at your shoes.
All right. Okay. All right.
No, fire a flaming arrow at the rock.
Akeem, your problem-solving skills are a wonder.
Headbutting doors.
What if we all pushed it together, as a team?
I don't know if that's gonna work.
I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, if you all will let me take an actual shot.
Just put the bow away.
Yeah,
No! Stop pulling the bow and arrow out.
All right, let's push it as a team.
That's
Yeah, all three of you you don't even need to do a skill check or anything. You're able to push the boulder off the tail, and it comes free. And Tails, he looks at his tail, and it's clearly like a little hurt, but he's okay. He's okay. He's like, oh, thank you so much. He goes, oh, hi, we should introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Tails. You're probably wondering why everyone calls me that.
I think it's the tails.
Oh, yeah, you're really good. What are your names?
I'm Alex Stedman, because if you mess with me, you're a dead man.
You certainly sound like you're a villain. Are you sure you're not?
No, I
working
think
for Robotnik?
I think it's borderline. I think I'm pretty neutral.
Like an anti-hero. Okay, I know.
Yeah,
A guy named Shadow is just like you.
I'm Benergy.
Benergy. Cool. Nice to meet you.
Cool.
Nice to meet you, Benergy.
I think I'm the weird one here.
And I'm Akeem the Gallant Lawbreaker.
This sure is a mouthful. But I'm sure all of you stumbled into this maze with me. So here's the thing. I was with my new best friends, Sonic the Hedgehog, and I went ahead to scout for traps, and I got stuck in one. But we've got to get to the end. You think maybe you could help me, and then I could go back and show Sonic how to get through. We're trying to find the Master Emerald before Robotnik does.
I've played this a few times, so yeah, I think I played this scenario out. I'm sorry, Tails. I played this scenario out a few times, so I think I know how to get to the end of this level.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go. You should lead the way, though. I don't want to get stuck on another trap.
All right, so I really want to find out where we are. I want to know, I don't know if this is Green Hill Zone. I want to find out. How do I find out? I want to look around and see if there's any iconic things that I see, elements from certain levels of Sonic games.
Okay, I'll just say, you've seen the Sonic 2 movie, right?
Yes.
They have sort of an ancient temple scene.
Okay, all right.
They all go into an ancient temple full of traps where the Master Emerald is located.
Okay, so this is...
That's where you are, which is, I believe, inspired by like the Labyrinth Zone from, the various games.
Okay, all right. So I say can we go on top of the pyramid to the top to get the emerald? Or do we have to go within the
You have to
actual
go through
pyramid?
the maze and avoid the traps.
This is not going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be very fun.
Yeah, I'm positive about it. I think we're gonna have a good time.
All right, let's do it then.
Okay, so you guys continue making your way, through the maze, and you come to sort of an oddity. Instead of a bunch of tiles, there's one giant tile. It's like 10 feet by 10 feet, and it causes you to stop because you're like, I don't know about this. Looks a little suspicious.
Is there any carvings or writing on it that we can see on the tile?
It's just sort of a plain,
Just a plain tile. Is there any... Does it look like there's a pressure-based thing?
Well, let's give me a investigation check and see how you'll do at
14.
14. You don't touch it, but you look around like sort of the edges and everything, and thinking of what you know from that first pressure plate, you're like, yeah, this is one giant pressure plate. If we touch this thing, it's gonna be bad news.
All right. Let's go around this.
Yeah, let's not walk.
How can we get around it? Can we scoot around the side?
Sure. So the walls do have sort of like kind of makeshift like footholds and stuff, and there's some vegetation sticking out. You could perhaps like shimmy across it, but it would take a skill check. Also, the ceiling has a bunch of vegetation and vines and roots sort of growing into it that maybe you could hook something onto, but that would take a skill check as well.
Well, what do we think? Do we want to use a grappling hook to try and swing across, or do you want to shimmer around the side?
I mean, we could totally use my
make
grappling
your way
hook.
a different way if you want. Yeah.
What if? How big is how wide is it?
It's 10 feet by 10 feet.
So we probably couldn't throw Akeem or Tails.
Oh, you totally could. I got.
Tails
I have a
Yeah.
50-foot rope. It's a 50-foot
Oh yeah. So
grappling hook. So I think I can definitely make it across and tie it to the other side, possibly. This is a lot
for
for
it.
a gnome, by the way.
Let's see it. I
Yeah.
want to see
This
it.
is a lot for a gnome.
Okay. So how do you want to get across?
All right, so I'm thinking I'm gonna throw the rope. I'm gonna swing across. I'm gonna throw it back and give it to Ben, and Ben's gonna tie it, and then I'm gonna tie it to the other side, and then they can kind of just climb.
do
Across.
this guy zip line.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So first, we're gonna see if you can swing across.
Absolutely.
By throwing your grappling hook like you
Absolutely.
did before.
Yeah.
That worked so well.
Give me
It
an
did.
athletics check. Go ahead and roll a d20 there.
Okay. 14.
14 plus your bonus of 5 is 19. You had before was practice. Now it's game time, right?
Yeah.
Now you do the same thing. 6. Was
Yes.
it?
I twirl this rope 6 times. Throw it behind my back. Everything's moving in slow motion. I throw it over like Jordan style.
Trick shot.
Yes, and then it hooks itself onto a rock across the way.
Perfectly. And yeah, you pull it, and it is snug. It is stuck in there. You're ready to swing over.
So then I swing across.
What do you have any sort of cry or anything, or you say that when you?
Do I have a cry? Oh my God, this is insane!
I was almost said battle cry, but you wouldn't say I have a battle cry for swinging, would you? A swinging cry?
Yeah, and then my golden helmet flies off. Oh crap! I was gonna sell that and make shoes out of them. And I make it to the other
I
side.
think it's stuck in the door.
Yeah,
That's fine.
it's long gone.
No, y'all didn't see it. I'm so stealthy that I
yeah, okay.
actually
Well, there
stole
it
it.
goes.
Yeah.
Okay, but
It
it's
then
gone
falls
now.
and it hits the pressure plate. Ding.
Yeah.
And then the entire floor crumbles, really revealing a really deep pit that you would have fallen into had you failed.
Okay. See?
That was just a massive pit in front of us.
Good thing we didn't. Yeah.
But yeah, you swing to the other side safely, and then the plan was to,
To throw it back over.
Sure. or say you expertly just unhook the right from because you hooked into the ceiling, right, to swing over, and then you unhook that with a very you know what you're doing, and then you tie it and then throw it back, and they're able to tie it, throw it back, and then make their way across. I won't do any checks or anything. You all make it across. Tails can't fly because he hurt his tail. Okay, and so you've made it to the other side, and now you've just got like one stretch more when you can tell you're almost to the end of the maze. And so you go around like the corner, and another corner, twist and turn, and then you sort of got this one last bit of hallway left, and you can see the glowing emerald off in the distance atop that pyramid. And as you're making your way down this final corridor, you notice the floor is slightly slanted downward, and you don't see any more pressure plates or false floors or anything, but still, all of a sudden, a giant boulder crashes down behind you and slowly starts to roll forward. What do you do?
I'm not gonna fight the boulder. Probably run.
You're all gonna run?
Are we all gonna run?
I think so.
I think this is a trap. I will confront the boulder. I also run.
Okay, all of you run down this hallway as the boulder starts to pick up speed, and then once you get to the end, there's a 6-foot gap that you have to clear. So everyone gives me an athletics check. We'll see how you do on this running, and if you can jump and clear this.
All right, let's roll them all together. Here we go.
Is that what we're doing?
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I got an 11 plus 9, so unnatural 20 again.
Oh, nice.
15.
I got an 8. I rolled an 8.
Plus your athleticism bonus, which is a 5.
5. Okay.
Wow, you all actually clear it, and Tails as well. Maybe Tails needs a little help because he's tiny, and someone will give him a little boost. But yeah, you run, and just as the boulder's about to crush you, you all leap and make it across, and land flat on your feet, totally fine, and the boulder comes in and falls into the pit. And you all made it to the other side. Yay!
Yes.
And Tails says, "Oh wow, thanks for your help. Now I know how to get through the maze. I'm gonna go find Sonic, but you should take the emerald and get it far away from here so that Robotnik can't get his hands on it." Are you
then
sure you're not related to him?
Naturally, you should hand it to me.
No, I don't
The
think
guy who looks like Robotnik.
Yeah,
I don't
just
think I
kinda
trust
makes
that
sense.
either.
Aren't we all trying to get to this premiere?
Yes!
Yeah.
Grab the emerald
Yeah,
already!
okay.
Yeah.
If he wants to hand it over to me, let him hand it over. So what do you say?
Go ahead and take it. Bye. Bye. Runs back the other way.
All right, here we go. Let me roll up my sleeves. Try to grab this emerald now.
Yes, you've all ascended to the top of the pyramid. You go and you put your hands on the glowing green gem. No trap, no check, no poem or anything needed. And you pick it up, and you now have the Master Emerald from Sonic.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful thing.
I do feel weird giving it to someone who has a robotic
Yeah,
mustache. so
it
just
doesn't
just
feel
for the
right,
record,
yeah.
Foolish mortals! It is I!
What did you rip off? You ripped the bottom.
Ah, my mustache!
So you now have all three objects of power: the blade, the hammer, and the crystal, which wound up being the Master Sword from Legend of Zelda, Mjolnir from Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the Master Emerald from Sonic 2, specifically the movie. With these weapons in your possession, you once more enter into the elevator, and it takes you up to the roof. But this time, before you exit, is there anything you want to say to each other now that you feel like you're almost at the end of your journey?
Well, this was quite the rush. I honestly really want to take a swig of that Asgardian ale.
You know what?
to
Should
kinda-
we all take a swing?
I think we need
There's
to.
a lot of edge.
We don't.
to-
Let's
yeah.
not waste an ale.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Who's first?
I shall go first.
Okay, go ahead.
All
I
yours.
grab it. I take a swig. Ooh.
Yeah, it is the most
Yeah.
fiery burn you've ever felt. You feel alive.
I do feel alive. 30 more points of health alive.
And then I will take a swig, which does nothing because I already.
needed the help.
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah. That is disgusting. Akeem, all yours.
All right. You really left me a lot here. It's just a little dollop of the. All right.
Dollar?
I mean, you're a small guy.
It's a little
Here's the ale.
Crazy.
It's like a cream. Oh, it pours out like honey.
Very thick ale. Yeah. It's,
I thought you would like say something like touching or inspiring to each other, but you're like, let's get drunk. Let's do it, bro.
I'm back to my normal idea of self.
Almost. Now the elevator takes you up to the roof. You exit the elevator and find yourselves atop the roof of the old IGN headquarters. It's nighttime, so you have a beautiful view of the city. You can see spotlights like off in the distance coming from the fancy world premiere of the D&D movie. There's still time to make it once you deal with this evil wizard guy. So now, as you step onto the roof, you see the entire rooftop is covered in strange runes that all start glowing when you step on them. And these runes all seem to be feeding into 3 small dragon statues set up in a triangle on opposite sides of the roof. These statues are identical, and they have their mouths open towards the sky as though they're breathing fire. And they all start to glow as if something about you being there is starting to power them up. The wizard is standing in the middle of the roof, and he turns to you, his hood still up, his white see-through eyes glowing. The wizard, Cramp Tuckerson, and he says, "Ah, yes, good, you found the 3 objects of power. With all 3, I can finally break free of my prison and rule the world. Now hand them over."
No, I think we're gonna fight you instead, probably. Like, we have these really cool weapons and we're really strong now, and we've all drank a little bit, so.
That's what did it, honestly.
Yeah,
I probably would have
I'm feeling
handed it
pretty
over,
good.
but I'm feeling a little bit.
yeah, I did a dollop of ale, so I'm ready
That's a
for
lot
this.
for
Took
him.
a spoonful of ale.
Well, I can't say I didn't see this coming, but this. I guess I'll have to take them by force, and because this is Dungeons and Dragons, I'd say it's time you face one. And then he snaps his fingers, and then his hands turn scaly and orange and clawed, and he grows in size, and a tail sprouts out, and the tip lights on fire, and horns grow out of his head, and he's got a long mouth of sharp teeth, and the eyes remain the same glowing white color as before, and there he stands, a large orange lizard with great big wings, and he breathes a spout of fire into the air.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
It's an adorable Charizard.
Spout of fire to the air.
It's an adorable Charizard. There you go. It's so adorable.
And you already bring any Pokeballs with you.
I wish I did.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, no, I can't see.
I can't see.
What is it?
11.
Is that 11? Oh, sorry, the 13, sorry.
Where is
13, you add your initiative bonus.
Yes, 13.
So
Five.
5 on the die, so that's 10.
5. Roll the 5. I should
top.
have left that there for the camera. There you go.
Okay, we have our initiative order. It's going to be Ben, Alex, Akeem, and then Cramp Tuckerson, the Charizard.
Charizard! Okay.
Okay, so starting with Ben, what do you do?
Well, also wanting to show off my alpha dragon energy, being a blue dragonborn, I blow lightning breath at Cramp.
I love that. Okay, so this is actually a check, which is what does it say? It's for Charizard to make. What does it say on your sheet? Con save or something?
It's succeed on a Dex D14 saving throw.
Okay, so Charizard has to make a dexterity saving throw of
14.
14. Yeah, he beats that. So he's still going to take half damage, so still roll damage.
All right. 4d6. Okay, well, I guess that might be it. No. 1. Becomes 8. 4. 13.
13. Oh, actually, so this would be halved because he missed, but Charizard is actually weak to lightning. So it's going to be the full 13 damage. So what does it look like as you fire this electric breath at Charizard and he gets
Well,
out?
because whenever I deal lightning breath, I pull my shoulders back, and so as the lightning breath leaves, you can see it crackle around, and it wraps around its neck, and just kind of like slaps it with lightning.
Slaps.
Yeah, it's been slapped by lightning. It hurts. It's not gonna matter.
No, I would ever
Here's you.
describe it.
It's like putting metal in the microwave. Just like
Okay. That was amazing. Okay, next up is Alex.
I whip out my Master Sword and I say, "You're gonna pay for keeping me from the follow-up of the directors of Game Night, one of the most underrated studio comedies of the past 10 years. And I charge forward and attack him with my sword.
And he says, "Are you sure this isn't sponsored?"
No, I really like Game Night. It's a good movie.
my weakness, branded content.
Okay, go ahead.
That's going to be a 7 on the die, so 12.
That is not hit.
You know what? I'm going to use my Pirate's Lucky Dice, because I'm feeling lucky.
Right, so roll 2d6.
That's right. That's what I do.
Like,
3, 4. So that is...
lucky 7!
Hey!
So now, is it that it's a hit?
If the total is 7, then yes, the attack hits.
So now, awesome. Well, what a lucky pirate to have on board.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll damage.
Okay, so that's a D. Is this a D10 or a D8?
No, it's a D8. No, this is the D8. Sorry. 1. So that's going to be 6 plus 2. That's 8 damage.
And then is that with the Master Sword bonus as well?
Oh, no, I didn't add that.
Yeah, if you're at full HP, you get a damage bonus.
Well, that's 8 plus... What is that? 11.
11 total?
No, it's 8 plus 11, so it's 19.
19 damage. Yeah, so what does it look like as you attack this Charizard?
I just go both hands, charge in, and I slash at him, and I yell, "Game night!" And then, yeah.
And he goes, "Ah!" And it is pretty underrated.
It's really good. It's light and fun, you know.
I concur. Okay, Akeem.
All right, so I'm gonna use one of my Giant Slayer arrows, so I'm gonna I'm gonna size this bad boy up a little bit. And,
Okay, so this one you spend one turn.
Yeah. So I'm just
Really
gonna
pulling it
hold
back.
this. I'm gonna hold this for a while. I'm gonna say like, all right. So I'm gonna hold this for my next turn, guys, because I feel like this could be the one that's gonna take him out.
I support this.
Just totally chill too.
3 attacks in? Yeah, this is it.
we got this.
This is how it
I
goes down.
did
got
some
this.
damage, but he still seems pretty tough.
I can see his weakness though.
Okay.
All right.
I can see.
Akeem is he's like charging his Kamehameha wave there. This turn. So now it's Charizard's turn, and he's gonna fly up and attack Alex Deadman. And he's gonna do a multi-attack on you, and see if he can hit you with his Dragon Claw attack.
Bring it on.
What is your AC?
15.
He misses both of those.
That's right, he does.
And he comes up, and then so how do you like dodge this? How do you get out of the way? He comes up with two claws and
Do a really slick little tumble.
little tumble.
A little tumble. It doesn't matter that I've been drinking a little bit. It's really slick.
You may have tripped over your own feet,
Yeah.
and then you come right back up. And
I feel like it looks good. It might not look good, but I feel like it does.
if there were judges, they would have been like 10,
Yeah.
10, 10. Yeah, more like a 7, but like wow.
Yeah.
But still very impressive. And
Yeah.
he's like curses. Now at the end of this first round, you notice that those dragons that weren't doing anything before, they were just glowing a little bit, are now glowing a lot. And a beam of energy shoots out of each of them and hits what turns out is a force field that was over the roof. And the Charizard looks over and is like, ha, 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 I will be free soon. And you get the sense that these devices are powered by the weapons that you're holding on you right now. Just by being on the roof, it's allowing him to activate these weapons, drawing the power out, and potentially escape. So now you have a sort of something else to worry about. But Ben, it's your turn. What do you do?
All right, well, having used my lightning breath, that's done. I'm not gonna let Mjolnir. Am I saying that right? Let's just get a confirmation on that.
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir?
Sure.
Great.
Yeah.
Why not?
Confirmed.
I take Hammy here, and I attack Charizard, trying to like jump up and like get him right in his snout there.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit.
All right. So it's unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. That hits. Roll for damage.
Right. One. Nope. It's that one. Ta-da. 9.
And then Mjolnir has bonus damage as well.
Oh yeah. So it was 6 plus 9.
And that was with the Mjolnir? Okay.
I also have an extra attack as a part of my passive abilities.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to attack again, bring that hammer right back through. That's 3 plus 3, so that's 6.
Love that. And how much of that was because the lightning damage will be doubled because he's weak to lightning.
Oh, because it's a hammy over here.
Yeah.
So it was, what was it, 9 and 6, so that would be 30.
Got it. All right, so what does it look like as you, 1-2 punch, 1-2 hammer the dragon?
So as I come down on his snout, you can feel the pressure. His snout actually bends in. His scales kind of like pushing out. You can see his face go, ugh. I see just a tear come down as the lightning from Mjolnir hits, and then just kind of like shoots up his head. Again, slapping his scales. That is my version of lightning now. And he just, you can see he's so hit and hitting on the nose that he sneezes.
Charizard sneezes and just like
ow!
some sparks come out.
Exactly. Just little ones.
Oh god, it's gonna leave a mark. Okay, Alex, what do you do?
I forgot that my reckless audacity, if I pose a challenge before my attack, I can add my sneak attack.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna say, remember earlier when you said I was slow? That hurt my feelings.
It was designed to.
I'm gonna attack you. And then, so I'm gonna attack with the sword again.
All right.
It's a 3 plus 8. It's 8.
That misses.
Okay, now I feel silly.
I guess you are pretty slow.
Oh, I feel really stupid right now.
Anything else?
I don't think, no. I think that's all I can do.
All right, Akeem, what do you do?
All right, so now I think it's time. It's time to shoot exactly where I've been aiming.
Okay, roll to see if this arrow hits, and
Okay.
add your plus to hit bonus.
All right, what should I roll the d20?
That d20.
All right. It's 14. Roll a 14. What is that? 10 plus 2? Or how does this work again?
Plus, as a plus to hit. Here, let me see.
Oh, plus 3. Okay. Plus 3.
14 plus 3, 17.
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay.
So what does it look like as you unleash this giant slayer
All
arrow?
right. Now, before I unleash this, I actually have something to say to the Charizard. I say, remember when you said, what is it that I do? This is it. And then I let the arrow go, aiming directly at his nose, because that's where Ben was aiming.
Oh, yeah.
And so I want to add extra damage onto his nose.
Sure.
That's how this works.
Yes. so it hits his nose, and then it just explodes.
Oh my god.
The arrow,
Oh my god.
the arrow does. The arrow. Not Charizard's.
His
Violent.
face now with a massive hole in it to match his eyes. Oh my goodness.
The arrow explodes,
Okay.
causing Charizard to lose all of his teeth because he bites down so hard from the explosion.
Oh wow. I was expecting
His
that.
teeth just
bonus effect.
shatter.
Oh
And
wow.
they just go everywhere.
Courage trick that is now.
It really looks so.
Okay, roll damage.
All right. 7? Oh, what is it? No, is that a 1?
That's a 1. Yeah.
One.
Damn it.
1 plus 5 is 6 times 3, so 18 damage. That's still a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, yeah. Charizard, he like reels from these like onslaught of attacks. His poor nose, his teeth are gone. But now he's mad, and he decides to unleash a flamethrower attack, which is going to try and hit all of you with the cone of fire. So each of you are going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, 22.
You're safe.
17.
You're good.
Roll a 15. Plus 6? Is that what it is?
Nice. So you're all fine in that you don't take max damage, but you're still going to take half damage as you try to dive out of the way, and the tails of your coat and such get a little crispy. And ooh,
Love to hear that.
but it's halved. Yeah. You all take 16 fire damage.
All right, that's fine. Still alive.
He'll scrape.
Or maybe that was caused from him, you really made him have to sneeze again. He's like, and then this giant flamethrower comes out. It singes all of you. But you all managed to, duck underneath or dive out of the way just in time. And then this is the second round. Those dragon statues have gone unattended to, and the beams coming out of their mouths all intensify, and then the shield guarding the roof, imprisoning Crab Tucker said, having to look with such a weird name. Crab Tucker said, that's what's keeping him here. It's starting to shatter and break. So you might want to attend to those. Or just kill him really fast. So Ben, it's your turn.
Deadman, should I take a shot at these statues?
You know what? I'll handle the statues. You take care of this guy.
Got it. I wind up Hammy over here. And I let him fly, this time aiming at one of Cramp's eyeballs.
Oh my god. Are you trying to call the shot and like hit him in a weak spot? You could do that, but you'd roll with disadvantage. But it would do double damage if you land it.
And then double damage with the electricity.
Oh yeah, with electricity, yeah, would be.
Let's do that. Let's
God.
swing for it. All right, so I'm rolling with disadvantage.
Yes.
So I rolled twice, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one was 18 plus 7. Yeah. Yeah. So that's 25. But the disadvantage 25 again!
Oh wow, so that definitely
Wow,
hits.
man.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
Double damage!
Yeah.
I'm too excited to continue playing.
Roll all those damage dice. Wow.
Okay. All right. So I roll 4 times on the D8. All right. There you go. Okay. So that was 7 and 1.
Right. You're rolling a D8, right? So 7.
D8.
Okay.
It's the double damage that's confusing.
Yeah.
And then, double, 1 is 4? Is that right?
I guess so.
better than nothing, you know.
Okay, yeah, so what does it look like as you like sharpshooter this hammer into his eyeball?
Have you ever squeezed a Greg?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Poor Charizard at this point.
There was an episode of Game of Thrones that might look familiar. It was basically the hammer flying from my grip goes straight towards his eyes. I see cramps just go, as it goes and it hits it, and you can see the eyeball retracts, and it now no longer is a ball. It's now like it looks like a bean as the hammer is just pressing in there. Lightning shooting. You can see it going around, like just slapping the actual socket, just like crackling out.
Oh my god.
And then I swear I heard like Mjolnir like laugh and then comes flying back to me.
Wow, that just happened. Okay, poor Charizard. Okay, Alex, what's up?
I want to go take care of those statues.
Okay.
So I want to run to a place where I'm nearest the biggest area, like the most amount of them.
Okay.
And I look back and say, "Don't worry, guys, we're still not out of booze." And I take the bottle in my bag that I brought because I'm always prepared.
Of course.
And I take a swig and I use my fire spit.
Sure. Well, these are like kind of like a triangle, but you could stand it in a way that you hit all.
Yeah, because it's a cone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the statues have to make a
They have to make a
Constitution save?
a con save of 14.
Sure. Why not? They failed. So
That's
roll
right.
damage.
So it's 3d6. So 5. So we're at 8. And so they take 10 damage.
Okay. They do not destroy. This does not destroy the statues, but they look like pretty busted now. So what does it look like as you unleash this this flame spit attack?
I'm gonna say it's Fireball, the alcohol,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, obviously. And I just throw it back and I burp really loudly. And fire just emits from me.
It covers these statues,
Yeah.
clearly melting them a little bit, and they start to crack a little bit.
Yeah.
The beams are still firing out of their mouths, but they've lessened in intensity. But they are still blasting into the shield that is over the roof. Akeem, what do you do?
All right, it's time to take care of these statues. I'm tired of these statues. What are they doing? They need to go down. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do. So I'm gonna use my master.
I really wanted
I
to
don't
know.
think he has a plan.
No, I don't think so.
I think he's
Like,
stalling for time.
I'm gonna use the Master Emerald.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this Master Emerald, which is gonna make me pretty much invincible, kind of like Sonic. And it's,
Yeah.
I'm gonna levitate, and what I'm gonna do from here is, I'm gonna have to use my flame arrows to take out these statues.
Okay.
But the thing is, I gotta take a turn, right? I gotta set these tips on fire here. So while I'm hovering, invincible, I'm gonna light a blaze the tips of these arrows, and start aiming. And what I'm gonna do, check this out. When I actually shoot this is the plan. I'm gonna do this boomerang style. So it's gonna curve around and get all of the statues at the same time.
Okay, I see. You know what? Well, I'll just give you the flaming arrows as a bonus action in activating the Master Emerald. But what I really want to hear is, what does it look like when you turn super?
Oh, so this is what happens. This mustache, golden. It is pristine. It turns gold. It starts elevating upwards. My eyes become the opposite of the translucent eyes of Crap Tuckerson. So whatever opposite color that would be is what my eyes turn. My golden shoes, they become crystals. And now I am fully powered up
I'm just
and ready to
looking at
go.
him.
I am fully powered up.
Super turns you gold, but your shoes already gold now turn crystal.
Yes,
Everything got upgraded by 1 level.
they're crystals.
Everyone knows that's how it works.
They're okay. How about they're diamond encrusted crystals?
No, they're just
no.
crystals. They're
Diamond
crystals.
Come on. I know what I'm
crystals.
wearing.
You know what? Go ahead and take the shot because you're super now.
All right. Okay. So I pull it back,
But
and
you want
again,
to do like a
boomerang
trick
style.
shot to where it
Yes.
goes like ting, ting, ting. Okay, you're gonna roll with disadvantage
Okay.
to see if that works out for you.
That's with the 20.
Yes, give me 2 of those. We're gonna take the lower of the 2.
11.
11.
8.
And then what's your bonus to hit? +5 to hit. So it was 8.
Okay.
Or is the lower +5? That actually still hits. So roll for damage.
All right.
And the damage for your fire arrows is roll a d8 and add 5.
8.
8 + 5 is 13. So yeah, you destroy all 3 of these statues in one go. It's very impressive. What does it look like when you unleash this trick shot?
Of course, just before I unleash it, I scream a battle cry. This is gonna hit you all! And then I let it go. I let it go. I'm very literal with my battle cry. I'm not gonna say Kamehameha. I'm just gonna do it. All right. So I unleash the arrows. The arrow, and it starts twirling, and it becomes like a huge fireball with the face of 1,000 suns. If you know what that looks like, it looks like the Teletubbies baby's son. You know what it looks like. And so it just starts hitting each and every one of the statues, and they crumble down. And as they crumble, the pieces fall onto Cramp Tuckerson's nose and his eyes. They somehow find their way.
Pieces ricochet off and get him in the eye.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, and then he goes, "No, my statues." Okay, so Charizard, he wipes debris out of his eyes. And he's just sitting there looking at the ruined statues, the force field, which is now reformed to full strength. He's not getting out. He looks at all of you, staring him down with your mighty weapons and your golden mustache and crystallized crystal shoes. And he says, like, okay, I'll let you go. Just stop hitting me. Please just stop hitting me. And he snaps his fingers, and now you're all suddenly back in the lobby. You now look like your normal selves once more. You glued that on, Akeem, so I think you just still have like a golden mustache.
It's a parting gift, I guess. This is because this is not coming off.
I can take it off for you.
You're not touching this.
Let me just grab one.
You left this adventure changed. And he says, here, just take the tickets, and he hands you the tickets. Geez, I was trying to have some fun since I didn't get invited to the D&D premiere.
Oh, you should have asked. We could probably take you as a +1.
No! We could have.
Could have.
It was gone
fair
too far at this point.
Fair enough.
I have a mustache permanently stuck to my face because of you.
I mean, that's your
I'm
+1.
really sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. I didn't really consider all that, and because I just should have asked instead of, seeking ultimate power and creating an elaborate death trap for all of you. I'm really, really, really sorry about that. You almost died a couple times.
Yeah, it did happen.
But did you have fun?
I mean, we really need to get to the premiere.
I'm pretty sure we've missed it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, we definitely missed the red carpet for sure.
yeah.
But I have one more question. Who are you really, Cramp Tuckers? Which IGN manager are you based on? You can be honest. Is it Jim? Is it Jim?
He's just
It's a pair.
he sort of was like, okay, well, he pulls back his hood, and the beard with flowers falls away, and it's none other than Joshua Yehl, and he looks really sad and pathetic and disappointed, which is how he normally looks. And he says, well, I did say at the start of this that everyone here is as they appear in the game, and I just really love D&D, so when I heard y'all got invited to the premiere and were going without me, I guess I got a little jealous, and so I arranged this whole thing, and so I'd at least get a little D&D fun tonight before the movie starts, and you still have time to make it, but yeah, again, I am like so sorry for almost murdering all of you.
Yeah, that was really not cool,
Yeah,
Josh.
but actually,
Yeah.
I think I just got an email. You're actually fired.
Oh my gosh. Well, things just keep getting worse.
This is why we don't invite you to lunch.
Oh my god. Well, I guess
Literally could have just emailed Pear about, you know.
Oh my god.
You have-
Next time, I think I will do that. I will do that. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Aren't
but
you
know what?
reviewing the movie?
No, I was already reviewed at South by Southwest. I keep missing all my opportunities. Like, this was literally my last chance to have fun with D&D. It was the only way. I'm sure you completely understand.
Yeah, it'll never happen again.
How do you know magic?
There was a demon. The pact was made. You know, and I don't want to get into it, but yeah, you guys should really go head to the movie. You still have time to make it.
Well, I still have numerous questions.
No,
Forget about the premiere.
You should probably.
You have another group coming in, don't you?
I really do. I need to clean up this place. It's reset for the next
An
group.
escape room experience.
But hey, y'all, thanks for playing with me.
Bye.
And with that, your adventure is over, and with your tickets now in hand, you call another ride share, and you all get in, and you make your way over to the D&D movie premiere, and you look forward to enjoying your night. The end.
Woo!
We did
That
it.
was great.
That was amazing.
That was fun.
Well, that's all for our special one-shot session of IGN doing D&D.
Huzzah!
Thank you so much
good.
for watching.
So
Thank
much fun.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
And goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Take care,
Go
everybody.
play D&D.
Yes.
Don't tell them what to do.
No, I'm gonna tell them what to do.
you
They
have
should play
to.
D&D. It's like a nice,
D&D.
fun activity. It's clean. It's fun.
Yeah, thank you all so much for playing. This
That
was
was
super fun.
I
Yeah.
liked the part where Akeem ran headfirst into a door for some reason.
And I knew
That was
it-
amazing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew
That
it
was
wasn't going to
amazing.
work, and that's why
No.
it was so exciting.
Yeah.
The idea for this actually came from, I thought, well, there's this D&D movie coming out. I want to do something fun for D&D. And the old IGN office truly did have like these big meeting rooms where they had like Zelda props, and there was the Master Sword and like foliage and little fairies and stuff. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we went back to that abandoned building and all of it had come alive? So that was like the premise for this. But yeah, it was super fun watching y'all like explore and have a good time with it.
I love that you've been developing since that. I just pictured you ever since you've been like, I wish I could have trapped people in this space.
Yeah.
Instead of
Really
working, Josh is
torturing
just like,
them.
what?
This was years in the making for
10
you.
years in the making. Yeah. It was like a month in the making.
Well, this was so much fun, though. This is
Yeah.
fantastic, and I love that you incorporated yourself at the end. Because I was thinking, like, who is this Crap Tuckerson character?
I thought it was gonna be Pear or John or.
I consider Pear, but didn't want to do a German accent and offend him.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Also,
Or Germany.
Yeah.
No, it was a nice little personal touch. And then we all got to bully you at the end. So.
Well, yeah, that's the real treat.
That's the
You get a
real
reward.
reward. Nobody was sympathetic. Like, boo!
I was sympathetic
I
before I
always
found
wanted to
out
go-
it was Joshua.
I always wanted to go to the movie. All right, great, bye.
Now, I gotta ask you though, Joshua, did this play out the way that you envisioned it?
A couple things maybe didn't happen. I thought you would want to like role play with the guard, but you went straight for the booby trap. I was like, okay, you're just a glutton for punishment. But aside from that, y'all did actually a great job. Yeah.
It's funny. I actually wanted to kill the guard. I wanted to use my dagger, but
Killing.
you said that. Yeah, so I was
I
gonna
did
just
notice Loki was like, you immediately nixed that possibility as to not, have us be stupid. So
That is
thank you for
canon
that.
though. In the movie, when the guards are killed, Odin somehow knows, even though he's in the throne room, and he's like, frost giants, and he summons the destroyer to murder all of the invaders. So I did kind of saved your
That would have been a quick game.
Very quick game. Well, thank you so much. This was great.
Thank
Of
you,
course,
thank
yeah.
you.
Yay.